Hi, I'm Hannah Jones and welcome to this week's MASTS cast, the weekly online update video about what's been happening in the MASTS community. In this week's edition, I chat to Professor Mike Elliott from the University of Hull about a recent publication of his. But first up, a brief mention about the MASTS webinar. This week's host was Dr. B. Burks from Marine Scotland Science, and it was titled The Great Interactive Quiz. It focused on climate change and how our individual actions have an impact on the environment. There were 20 questions and we had over 60 quizzes participate. If you want to give it a go, the link for that can be found below this video in the description. We have a series of great talkers coming up, including Georgios Kazandinas from the University of Edinburgh, whose talk is titled Implementing European Marine Policies in the Deep Waters of the North Atlantic. If you want to register, please find the link that is below this video, and you can sign up for any of our upcoming talks. All the slots in July are available as well, so if you fancy giving it a go, please let us know at our usual email address of masts@standrews.ac.uk, and we'll be able to organise that for you. And now some key dates that might be of interest to you. From the 18th to the 24th of May, it is Mental Health Awareness Week. The professional development group called Vitae are providing a Twitter chat on the 12th of May, running from 12 until 1 PM. They're using the hashtag VitaeChat, and if you want to get involved or find out more, the information for that is below this video. Also running is Earth School, which is a programme that is running from the April 22nd to June the 5th. Every day they release a new quest which celebrates the nature of our world and has a different theme each week. They run from week 1 about the nature of our stuff, week 2 being nature of society, the nature of nature, nature of change, nature of individual action, and nature of collective action. These are a great interactive way to learn more about our natural world, and they have many partners including WWF, the BBC, National Geographic, and also each session is available in 8 languages for any of you folk who can actually speak more than just English. And then on the weekend of the 5th and 6th of June, it is Backyard Bioblitz weekend. This is an opportunity for you to record all the species that you can find in your garden, be animals or plants, anything like that, and you can record it and be a part of Citizen Science. The data is being recorded on the app iNaturalist or on their website as well. Bioblitz is a weekend where loads of data can be collected in your local environment, so please consider participating in this and contributing to Citizen Science. More information about this, the Twitter page and the Facebook page can be found below this video. For those of you who don't follow us on Twitter, MASTS would like to raise awareness of the deadline for the Assemble Plus Transnational Access Programme. This is the 4th of October 2020, and it is a programme that allows researchers in academia, industry, access to over 30 marine installations for projects. So this is going to be a programme that runs and allows access from the December 2020 to June 2021. More information on this deadline and the actual programme itself can be found below this video. And now I'm going to cut to my chat with Professor Mike Elliott from the University of Hull about his recent publication that looks into defining the impacts of our footprints on the marine space.
Hi Mike, thank you very much for agreeing to talk to me and feature in our MASTS cast. We're going to be talking about your recent publication titled Activity Footprints, Pressure Footprints, Effect Footprints, Walking the Pathway to Determining and Managing Human Impacts in the Sea, which was published in Marine Pollution Bulletin. Do you mind explaining what kind of led to the paper being created and where you're coming from with writing the piece?
That's great, Hannah. Great to talk to you, and welcome to everyone else. Yeah, this came, I guess this has evolved over the years, where we've always talked about human footprints, and everybody would remember, we talk about, the human carbon footprint or our footprint on the globe and things. At the same time, what we've been doing is looking at the way we manage marine activities in the sea, everything that humans do, and realizing that we have an overall framework, where we need certain things from the sea, basic needs, food, security, whatever, recreation. In order to get those, we carry out activities. We go fishing and we go to the beach and everything. And then those activities lead to what we call a pressure. And a pressure is a mechanism of change. And then we say, okay, so what we're changing? We're going to change the natural system, the ecology, and then eventually we're going to change the human system. Okay, we change the fish. Sooner or later, we can't get the fish to eat. So we do something about it. We have to bring in laws and management and all the rest of it. So that's the overall framework. And in the delightful acronym that we've been using is a thing called DAPSIWORM, but that's for another time. It actually mentions that in the paper. I then started talking about this whole idea of, well, we just blithely talk about footprints. So we go and do something in the sea, we go fishing or whatever, and that's an activity footprint. So we could say, yeah, this is where we go fishing. But is that the same as the pressure? And as I said just now, the pressure is the mechanism of change. So the fact that we do something in the sea, we go fishing or we move a boat, does that lead to a pressure, a mechanism for change? And are they in the same place? No. We might put pollution out, so that's an activity, but actually the pollution goes somewhere else and creates the pressure. So the activity can be in one place, but the pressure is in another place. Then the pressure will, what we're really worried about is, will the pressure lead to an impact either on the human system or on the natural system? And that again could be in a different place. You know, we put out pollution, the pollution moves somewhere, you know, a whale picks up the pollution, the whale then moves somewhere else and it affects its breeding. So that's why we started saying, actually, so we've got these three types of footprints. Don't have to occur in the same place, but in order to manage the sea, we need to know where they occur. Well, of course, like most scientists, before you can do that, you think, well, okay, so how do we define these things? And that's why in the paper we put, we suggested, we proposed definitions of these. No, referees are always a bit uncertain about these, and no, some of you're watching this will be trying to submit papers and they'll get annoyed about what the referees say. And the referees say, oh no, you're being presumptuous by giving these definitions. And we said, well, no, this is science. We're going to propose them. People can then go and test them. Now, just finishing that bit very, very quickly, once you know where are the activities, where are the pressures, and where are the effects, it means not only are you managing, you need that information to manage an area, but this is not like the land, you know, an activity and a pressure and effect in one area can affect somewhere else. So something we do in British waters can affect the Dutch or the Danes or whatever across the North Sea. So you need to know these, and then it starts getting complicated because every activity has a set of pressures, every pressure has a set of effects. And we don't just do one thing in the sea, of course. And there's a lot of people in MASTS working on this. We're not just doing one thing. We've got fishing and navigation and recreation and aggregate extraction and oil and gas and all these. So now, wow, we've got to put all these things together. So trying to get to the stage of like marine spatial planning, or what's called maritime spatial planning, trying to be proactive and saying, can we really plan for the sea? And I mean, it's excellent at the moment that St Andrews is taking a lead on a thing called, on a new set of research proposals called Sustainable Management of Marine Resources. And this is the sort of thing that we've all been working towards for a long time, trying to say, okay, can we get the sustainable management, given all of these things happening at the same time? Yeah. And who's competing? Is it going to be a case of he or she who shouts loudest gets what they want, or can we actually can we be a bit smarter about this?
Yes.
And that's the direction we're going in, I think.
For our viewers, it is open access, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Great.
if they get hold of it, and like everyone else, I'm really interested in people writing to us and either saying, well, I mean, if they say, this is good ideas, we're going to try it in this area, that's great. If they say, I'm not sure about your definitions, it doesn't occur in this place, we ought to modify it, even better. I mean, I guess over the years we all produce papers and then they get changed and changed and changed. And that's how science should work. And that's great, because MASTS is taking a really great central role in this as well. That's good.
As mentioned in my discussion with Mike, the paper is open access and the link for it can be found below. Lastly, the newsletter from the Marine Science Coordination Committee has now been uploaded to the MASTS website, so that contains updates and any information from their most recent meeting. So please check out the link that is found below this video if you want to look at that. And any queries should be directed to Abigail Marshall, and the email for her is also in the newsletter. That just leaves me to say, stay safe and have a great weekend. If you have any updates that you would like to be included in these MASTS casts, please send us an email on our usual email, masts@standrews.ac.uk. And we can also arrange interviews or anything like that. So thanks for watching and see you next week.